Welcome back to another episode of Undiagnosed Baddie. Now, here's the thing, right? So, when I'm in my home, 9.8 times out of 10, I am naked. And I said, what am I going to do on the days like that? I just shower and then I need to talk. So I said, I'm going to start wearing some of the clothes that I got off of Amazon and put the link in the description. And that's probably just like, because I have the same dress in different styles. So this is a Rioria dress. It's long, it stretches, baby. This is actually a small. I love Rioria because I could go zone. Like, I like these dresses to be very fitted on me. So I have the scoop neck one, short sleeve, scoop neck, long sleeve in black. I have the red one, like this, long sleeve, not short sleeve, but I have the red tube with the matching like sweater. I have this in a turquoise short sleeve. I have almost every color of this Rioria dress. So I said, I'm going to start wearing my Rioria dresses and putting the link down below. But if I wear anything else, I can share the link, I'll share the link. I am not saying that to say I am a fashionista. I am not. I'm saying that to say if you need a cute summertime dress that's gonna have you looking, you know what I'm saying, snatched. You can't really see everything, but that's gonna have you looking snatched. Now I will say the only thing that I don't like about the Rioria dresses is that they're kind of see-through. Now, what's going on with my bang? I tried something new. See, I usually wear my hair to the other side. I usually wear my, there we go. I be trying to try new stuff. Um, there we go. It's see through, but I don't like also wearing bras. I told y'all all the time that I had a breast reduction in 2020, and for what? They're gone. Who gives a fuck? I love wearing like all my shirts without. It shocks a lot of women that I don't wear bras, but when I try to wear nipple covers and stuff, it's like that's more obvious than my nipple. Who hasn't seen a nipple? I am 40 some odd years old. Anybody that's in my age range has seen a fucking nipple. I'm not saying it's the most classiest thing that I do. I'm saying it's the most comfortable thing that I do. I haven't really found it. Like the bras that I find come across, it gives bulge right here. It makes me look bigger than what I am. And I know some people are like, well, go up a size or do this. It's not where I am right now with my weight. The bras make me look like I can't fit my fucking clothes. But also the titties be sitting. So like, fuck all that shit, right? That's just how I feel about that. I want people to, speaking of like just going braless, I want people to be able to be free in their bodies. Speaking of bodies, this takes me back to a time where my mother and I were having a conversation about her weight, my weight, and whenever she did the Daniel's fast in January, she would start trying to work out and then she would fall off, right? We've had these discussions about her inability to maintain um, her inability to maintain like the structure in her life, the consistency in her life to be able to lose the weight later in life. So I remember telling her, this is something big in the black community where I was like, you never instilled in my head that I need to work out, that it needs to be a daily, if not daily, a couple times a week thing that you must do. I think, and it wasn't a blame game. It wasn't a blame game. I remember after she had my sister, she would run. I remember living at Alexandria because it was Fairfax because we lived in Hayfield and we lived in a nice neighborhood and I feel like I got a sneeze and she would run. And I remember like a time or two, I went out with her, but I was too slow. So she was like, yeah, no. But that was also something to clear her mind postpartum. Like she snapped. After she had Megan, her body was fine. After she had me, Lexi, and I think just having a third child, being married, an unhappy marriage led to the weight gain as well. Like we're not going to take away all of the extra stressors. But yeah, I think it's very important that we tell our children, and I'm not just talking about the women, even though the women are the ones that always talk about, talk to the kids about certain things. It's important for all of our children to be healthy. Healthy means getting up and moving your body, whatever that looks like for you. In my opinion, daily or every other day, at least half the fucking month, right? So on the evens, on the odds, something like that, we have to figure out something so that we as a community stay healthy. I think that's very important. I think it's very important that even if you don't have any money, and you have nieces and nephews, if you say, hey, I just want to get the kids and I want to go for a walk with the kids, can I go for a walk with the kids? I think that's an important bonding time, because when you get older, you remember the things. I get emotional when I talk about my family. You remember the things that the adults did. They might not even remember. They needed to get 14 kids out the house. It was a lot. It's a lot of us. They needed, they need to get 14 kids out the house. What can we do? Not only are we going to go to the park, but we're gonna walk to the park. We're about to walk this mile to the park because I'm about to get this energy up out of y'all. Y'all gonna play, and then we gotta walk back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just and I'm not saying that you have to walk the mile. A lot of times we could just put the kids in the car, drive to the park, walk. But there's all types of activities that you could do with the younger members in your family that really don't cost anything. And that's what a lot of people say. Like, if you want to be in someone's life, in a friend's life, you can say, babe, meet me at the park, let's go for a walk. Me and one of my best friends used to do that. Be like, babe, I found a new park, let's go to the park, let's meet, let's go for a walk. We don't have to talk, but if we want to, we can. And when I work out with one of my homegirls now, the first few maybe 10 minutes, we'll get treadmills side by side, we'll talk, and then she'll go into whatever's on her phone and I'll go into whatever's on my phone, be it TikToks, podcasts, music, whatever. What we call parallel play now. I think that's very important that you do that with different people in your family. But going back to the health aspect of it, it has to be some sort of consistency. I think the every other day thing takes the pressure off of going to the gym for an hour or two, finding a class for an hour or two, also going out in the wintertime and just walking, maybe just your block twice. Helps your lungs. It gets you out the house. You get a little bit of sun. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You get that fresh air. Boom. It's cold outside, but that might have you walk a little bit faster. It's very important to me. It's very important to me. Health has killed the lack of healthy, what's the word I'm looking for? The lack of just healthy, oh my goodness. I can't find the word. And this is what happens sometimes. And that's why I like to, this is one of the things that I'm working on that I know that comes from the coma, where I just go blank. But when you have healthy, and practices is not the word, but routines, that helps you versus the pressure. That was a long pause. Y'all saw that in real time. I'm not scripting this, and I really couldn't find the word. And so I want you all to understand that when I keep putting this up and down because I want to take a sip, but I really want to talk before I lose my train of thought. What happens is I'll practice over and over and over again. Somebody give me I have a speaking gig, and I have my cue cards, and I'm reading. I'm reading not to memorize, but reading to practice the flow and cadence of my speech. Just know that whatever I do, I put my all into it. When you see me show up in these spaces as a host, I'm still recovering, y'all. Y'all seen that in real time. And sometimes when that happens, that makes me feel sad, because I know prior to 2023, I wouldn't have had a brain, they call them brain farts, but I wouldn't have absent-mindedness that way. But I'm still one of the baddest talk shows, most confident baddies out this joint. Undiagnosed Baddie, y'all. Every day. You're getting a piece of me every day in 2026. My men don't even get that.